Using that in the responsive, but there's no go button pressed here for FPX. Keen to just wait this one out on the opposite side of the map. Autumn went poking around, and he managed to catch Tomazy. Good opening here. I mean, it does open up the B side entirely. A repeat from Live. He's got the heal online, but Martin returns with the kill. Nice trade.
Lysor didn't buy the orb in this round, so having to use the wall in order to escape there.
The sight lines blocked off.
Now look at this. The Omen smokes are lovely for them to take more aggressive positions on site.
Kamiko all up towards Kitchen, doubled up here, but just picking and choosing their battles at the right time.
They have no idea.
They have no idea where they're being shot from. Through the grates here, one player left standing, it's Lysor. We'll see what they can do. Snake bites, at least one connection, but the wall's up in their face. They've got to really just get a move on as well, wrapping all the way around here. Shin sticking the defuse here for the pistol round. It's all Carmen Core.
That's a great way for teams to get upset wins.
Yeah, here we go. Offloading the util here with a Dizzy. Play's not been pushed off from the backwards positions though, out towards the back and aside. It's a nasty and messy spray. No kills collected there, but only just for Life here with the heal online. But now reinforcements are here, finally arriving. Multitudes of targets to pick from, but really Carmen Core coming up green in the kill feed.
And they haven't created too many threats in mid either.
Almost betrayed there by the ponytail, but Shin gets away with it.
And Berlin with nobody there to try to support.
Good connection. Martin willing to take the fight. The transfer damage done, but no kill. In fact, that's all Life here, just leading the charge for the rest of his team. Is there only going to be clean up onto Shin eventually?
Very weak.
12 seconds, and yeah, Life is weak. Pops the ult off. Might be able to get something going with this one. At least needs one more kill for it. Nobody watching. There it is. Geared back up. Needs to get the plan down. 4 seconds. Taps. Taps. Force it into the 1v1. It's the only win condition for Life, and time is born and played. Just cut off sections onto the site. Snake bites and mollies just in case they want to press the advantage and push also back at the side. But it's just being held for control here. Carmen Core happy to play this retake.
A lot of focus being put on that angle where Magnum managed to pick up 2 on the pistol. A weak spot, perhaps.
We'll see now. There's Wingman. That's going to be spotting out a player or two. Berlin. Let's get the initial kill, but not enough to get the follow-up here. But down below the bridge, where's the expectation of it? Narrate, he was dropping down, but not enough bullets in the clip to really finish him off. 3v3 shots. Life regaining the advantage potentially there. It's traded back and forth. It's Narrate versus Ayang. Narrate comes up with the goods. Rifle in his hands to get the job done. All the util combined together. Unfortunate for Life there. He will fall just through the smoke as it was propped up. Bloomed and blossomed, but FPX keen to still play this one. Maybe a bit more aggressively as well. Look at the position of some of these players. Berlin taking a peek out towards Kitchen. Expected though. Now you see it. Thrash exchanged. Dropping down onto either side. Detainment potentially there. Looks like it, yeah. Berlin. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And now positioning, being swarmed and approached from every possible angle. I saw, realizing now that really has to give it up. Wasn't that mid position. He was the insurance policy, but now has to save that rifle.
Gutting as Carmen Core get up.
To clear this angle. Up top though, yeah, crosshair placement. You got to take a gamble if you play in that spot. It could come from 2 different directions, and so gambling incorrectly there. Life is the one to capitalize.
Magnum though, still with ultimate. How does FPX deal with that?
They're down with a Wingman, clears out a bit of the site. Now the plan online, but here's the lockdown.
Oh, yeah, denied from even going for that.
They can't go for the plan. Time. They have to fight this one. FPX have to make a call to do so, but now detainment. It's going to be happening anytime soon. This is a round basically done and dusted. Online there with a res. Magnum back into the fight, 3 versus 3, but with time like this, I mean, there's just no chance. You have to kill everybody. It's not there for FPX. In his back pocket, didn't end up using it to escape.
A lot of flashes that he has to dodge here, though. Leah, Dizzy, both broken. Narrate with a pick.
I mean, Narrate just back towards rafters there. Dizzy also returning as well, getting the acknowledgement that his play is there. Now there's 45 seconds left. Could pivot into a different direction if you want to, but FPX looking a bit indecisive. Just a pause in the play. Now the paranoia. Sent flying here, but again, no connections. Martin towards the back. Trying to go wide here with a Dizzy. Narrate is on one, man. He's on one. Almost there for the ace, but 4 kills eventually shut down in the end, but 7.
And I think it's a really interesting idea, right? This is one of our most one-sided matchups you could possibly see at the tournament on paper. But what does the parity look like? Everybody was saying, you know, anyone can win Madrid. There are chances for even these teams to be able to make upsets.
Even Magnum
And then he said, but it's Valorant. Anyone can lose. Martin, under pressure, though.
Yep, Dizzy in his face, though. It does fade away. He's just absolutely caught a timing still. Autumn will shut down a counterpart. Damage done, but no kill collected. Smokes at some point surely going to be fading. How are they going to get this spike down? They really don't have any options or tools, but there we go.
That's a huge one.
Yep, a gap available with that op drop down. Autumn picks it up. Dizzy round to the back along with the molly. Players all over the place. Thrash to lead the charge. Entertainment there. Shin round to the side, but doesn't expect Berlin. And there it is. Okay, around. Dash to the top here. Dizzy in their faces. Everybody not able to see really anything at all, but FPX granted the site now. So that's online for them. A forward position here, playing inside the pit. This is really going to test Chemical once more, especially with Autumn ripping off heads. Towards the back of the site, just really impossible to clear this through. And here it is, momentum on the side of FPX. This is basically a done deal into the round. Look at it, second one on the board now, maybe.
And this time, just missing the timing of FPX, who've all gone into B.
Clear and Dizzy all comboed up. Smokes to get himself into the deeper angle. Autumn, he's here this time. Not using that second smoke to block off this one. Autumn, he's got the operator. Aiming to lock this one down. Two potential positions. Shin, he's taking out Berlin. Now Berlin's been playing in that angle all the time, honestly.
KC have a wall to work with. But there's a Thrash on the other side. Martin, what a peek.
What a return, Ayang, no, straight there. And here it is with a spray down of life. Turned up, that isn't, okay, slow up, don't think it was intended for that one. Molly's being used, snakebite here close, and there it is actually, that bouncing into that wrong angle. Martin can't evacuate, can he stand his ground, can he hold it down? The answer is no.
And that's probably going to incentivize Narrate to try to make a play here, instead of just playing for the player down retake. We get to see now, do they trust the system? Do they try to go for the hero play?
Man down here, snakebite forwards, life. Tucking behind the box, out into the open though. Has to just spank on the rest of his teammates. Lovely move from Ayang. Magnum, nasty stuff. Oh my! Almost making a go of it.
A leg.
Oh, it's betrayal. And there it is. Sets up Autumn for an easy one. Head of Shin, unable to rip that one off, but Berlin's caught into the mid flank.
And now the ult online. Magnum has that retake ultimate that caused so much pressure for FPX previously.
Could be opting to use this as a really forward backside position. FPX are trying to fight this one. Then they realize at least now that the lockdown is down, but do they have any util to try and fight this one and clear it out and through? They don't need util, man. They got guns and weaponry still. Lockdown didn't get broken. 1v2. Plays out of dodge here from FPX, so the positioning is going to be known and noted. Narrate, how do you hit that into the 1v1? Wingman. Exactly the partner in crime that you'd want, at least taps out of position, trying to force Life out into the open, but it's a guessing game for Narrate entirely, doesn't know where he is, and Life playing time immaculately. It's 7-5. The Viper Wars.
They've actually abandoned it very early though, Brent.
I mean, the Dizzy, surely you collect the kills, Berlin gets 3.
That's wild.
Get the hell out of here. Dealing with the util single-handedly, I mean, a man was basically alone. And now, how do you clear this one out? Lee Sword to the side, lovely peek, off with the Dizzy. That is a slam dunk.
Like that on the pistol. That's what you were saying, Brent, it only takes that one round.
They are being swamped in this position. Lysword doesn't know which way to look. Teammate having it back, okay, traded. 3 versus 3, equalized here. Dash forward to the peak, Ayang.
They want to get aggressive and defend these weapons, I think. But Kamiko aren't even going for them.
No, not quite. Wall up onto the high ground, really just props up Thomasy for an easy peek. Easy kill for Ayang. Autumn there. Can't quite land the shots there with the Marshall, but finally a bit of damage done to the body. 100 left, 1 player left standing. It's Martin. This is with the plant down, but this is a really difficult situation to try and win. And there it is. Spam damage on the flank attempt there. 2 players survived in a prior round here for FPX, so there's not too much danger, but guess what? The Avengers are bloody here. I mean, listen, the amount of players they've got trying to play that 4 position, belt not really accounted for. It's a high-low setup. They are really mopping up the rest of these players. An attempt by Life, repositions, but just out into the open. It's all being watched for. Cheeky idea. I do respect it.
I love the idea. But FPX take a gamble, shove 4 players in, and KC, that discipline that we were seeing from them all throughout EMEA. I think that's the first round where you really see it exemplified here in Icebox.
2.5 times, maybe enough to try and take it against them. That's a cheeky play.
Cool idea.
All to boost themselves up. Berlin, no. Deals with the trespasser in through mid. Well, there is the follow-up. Ayang watching it for any sort of passerbys. Only
You know, both of those controller players for FPX fighting over B. They baited out Lysor there, who swung off the back of a paranoia that was extremely optimistic.
Here.
contacting together. Opened at the gunplay, can carry them through a round like this one. Looking behind them, no, not to the side, not expecting a player out towards Yellow's Berlin. Still not cleaned up. Spike though, planted, 2 players though for them. Flash over the top, Martin. How's he doing this?
No
man?
way.
No way to Carmen Core find that. Stack though from the FPX players here. Ball is made to refight. What a shot. Still aggression showcased here by Martin. His teammates are going to be there with him. Got his back live. Live? What?
You see KC have no idea that that was going to happen.
Even a possibility. Yeah. Berlin. Knives out. No gun. Watching for the mid-aggression.
The most likely outcome here is that he just goes down and gets a thrash online for the next. This game has been so streaky. There's only 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
I don't see how he's able to convert. And KC are going to be able to respond with 3 in a row. Much very early on, but we'll see.
Yeah,
He
there's
gets
an
the
early
pick.
Wow, okay. To Tomazee, Thrash. Used to see if they can clear and cleave their way in through B main. Yang is open to the window here. Lurk timing could be brutal. Lurk timing could be brutal. Spots the head. Spots the head. Magnum is racing ahead, man. Doesn't want anything to do with this. Look at him. Ducking straight into the floor. Maybe anticipating a repeat, but no, he's backing it away. In the meantime, Res on life for Shin. He's going to play for this one. Portion of the wall broken, but that's all good.
Yeah,
All
thankfully.
good.
Thankfully, Alton wasn't watching that again.
There's only 45 seconds left. Walking their way over towards A. Starting to get a move on, though. What util do they have to try and clear close? They are. Players approaching rapidly on the position. It's a double face as the orb goes down.
Only 20 seconds left here. No real utility as far as I can see for FPX to deny this one. Magnum is really far behind and has missed the timing.
Yeah, he has, but he's going to be making a call at least for his team here. Over to Bison time. Really wide face by Narrate. Claiming it. He's feeling it, man. It's falling around for him, and this time...
Are the nerves going to be there? And Berlin goes walkabouts again in this round.
They just expect it. It's happened so many times now.
Arguably should have beaten EDG, and they let so many of those advantages slip through their fingers. Here comes Ayang with the play again.
He's got a flash out in his hand, still gets 1 kill. Maybe setting up Autumn for a bit of success, but no, everybody cleaned up. Carmen Core live and kicking with 3 of their players. Just got to try and hunt out where is life. Healed up now, not letting anything slip. Thrash there, connects, detained. Humiliation time on the grand stage. It's going to be their aim. Tucked to the corner, that's life, avoiding the initial flash across from the ropes. Not accurate enough to win that fight out, but Dismiss in towards the back now. Underneath rafters, plenty more players ready to try and fight him. Target rich environment. Take your pick, take your time, son, because this is you lighting the world on fire. Live with the ace. Love to duel as players. Dash still available. Dismiss there if life gets a kill. Lots of exit strategies, but here we look at this. I mean, they're just holding. 4, it's still life claims it.
He's on fire. Magnum's 1 away from having a massive ultimate, and they're sneaking around underneath them. Life goes for the re-clear.
It's a dizzy, still, it's traded. Magnum is there. On for the 2 there. Yang drops down, Dash is there. Martins finds it. Forwards now. After the lockdown, it's 2v2. This could be it to seal the map. What is going to be the answer from FPX?
Walking out.
Holding, walking out, hoping that they can punish, but no. Just granted the kill. Tap. Force them out into the open. No easy fights, no easy exits. That is Carmen Core sealing it up. Nice and pretty for map number 1 in the past. And now he's going to be looking to do a little bit more. There's a smoke here. Haunts. Dealt with, taken care of. TP back with a rendezvous, but well, Lysor just trying to help out his teammate. See here now, the spike's going to be planted. Nice shot onto the target. A fight into the back of the site. They're not clearing the corner. Half clearance still. Autumn snaps it back around again. They want to really just take the fight in a battle straight to them, FPX. And not messing around. Shin. So much to do. Doubled up, stacked up. They give him a freebie. 3 kills now.
The Sheriff just watching this smoke.
Standing
Put it down.
Yeah, double set up there, high, low, and KC showed her hand, really, that the stack is over towards A, forcing the pivot now in towards B. Looking to stop this. I saw Back position, almost asleep at the wheel there. Needs to call for reinforcements and backup here to try and play this crossfire. Setup, Bulldog singing true, finding their marks. Very wide face, but the second shot of the Outlaw is enough to shut that one down. So should be very clean and clinical round here for FPX. Second one now for them.
And it's also close to getting Ayoung's ult online, so I would assume he's going to try to chase. Berlin snipes it, steals it.
But now we're getting started. Just trying to punish that peak. You can hear the shoulder just sticking out of life. He goes for another one.
Very bold, very confident. He was dominating.
Now a call is made. Paranoia, Dizzy, everything offloaded all together. Shin is really in dire straits. He needs some help from the rest of his team. Dodging and juking side to side. How does he get the one kill eventually? Falling. Backing away here, Narrate realizing he has to respect this one, doesn't want to toss away his life, wants to play for the full retake with the rest of his team now. Plant,
30 seconds left.
actually denied there, that's a perfect placement of the nade, yeah. And a kill!
I mean, if anyone was going to go down, and I thought it would be Autumn on 30 health, but Lysol just tanks it. Maybe not hearing that in the moment.
Narrate, despite the fact that he's spamming down, trying to get a second bite of the apple, taking out all of it, leaves it to Berlin. He's just got so much to work it against him. Berlin, hello. Here's your time to shine, but Tomasi. There it is now, Thrash. Clearing out towards tree. Magnum smart enough to give up the space. Be free gained now. The plan down for Berlin. Unconventional plan spot. Post plan doesn't allow you to play from stairs to really try and spam that one down. It's actually tucked to the corner. Heavy reliance on tree. See if that bites them here. Here's the initiation, the moves in with the judge, eventually shutting down that threat. Martin can't get anything done, but Carmine Core still there with the rifles. Off to the side, Autumn inside the smoke. Narrate. Last player left standing. There's 1v2, maybe even second guessing himself, wondering if he gets another one.
Not at all.
Shin tucked to the corner. Will he be taken out? Yeah, and dealt with. Winning the showstopper there against the weaker eye.
Yeah, so expensive, but starting to build up to, you know, they're in a great spot to be able to close this one out too. The weaponry is not great on anyone other than Narrate.
Holding all the players down for the double face. Autumn, 3 in a round, might be looking for another one. There it is, the fourth, so...
With the classic of all things too. Autumn is not quite cleared Thomas yet.
Yeah, it was broken. It gave the indicator. It gave the indicator for Autumn.
Great movement to be able to escape.
Making the moves over towards the A site. Magnum is here, ready and waiting with the setup. That's the Nanostorm still. Paranoia goes wide. He's holding an off angle. This is really quite aggressive. And Autumn just offsets the movement ever so slightly enough. Flank around Shin. They weren't expecting that one with the TP, but he's only one man. What can he do? Paranoia glides TP in face.
No way.
No way. No way. Shin. That's monstrous. And life, he's nowhere near. Sticking this one through. Where's the defuse, but not a clue. Still half on it. Live. Magnum is tucked here, has the stinger. Too much util, still finds the kill. Just taking the timing as well, knowing they were going to explode into the side, and he backs away, so... Nade, rebounding, snake by ults, offloaded. Tomasi, what a shot indeed! The players are toppling here, the rifles matter not. Carmine Core on display, showing exactly what makes them that #1 seed from EMEA. Still, okay, Prowler, peak, Martin, what? A shot, the quick scope of life, shuts that one down, now the showstopper. All laid out on top of it, Magnum, he's out of there, vacates it, wants nothing to do with it. Side control going to be gained for them. It's being lost all over the place here with Tomasi losing that one. Paranoia swinging through, a little bit delayed here, but FPX are the ones that are coming out on top. Kill feed, filling up with red, and that's all they're seeing right now, hunting for the kills. Magnum, lovely shots with the discipline. Shin, resetting the aim just enough, 1v2. Does he still choose to make a go of this? Sent flying a bit prior here, and they've put players into 4 positions with Lysor. Be attempting the backstab.
Weird though, because that means no pit available on site.
Locked down. Close forwards here with a Thrash. They want to seek to try and fight this one. Really far back positions. Can they deal with it? Magnum nails it with the detainment. That's 2 players there. They can't actually enter the fight, but really, they've done the damage here with the bodies. Nothing to break this lockdown whatsoever. Life was being pressured onto that position. Once more, Entertainment's across the board. Narrate sticking forwards here, sees half on the board. Magnum really just seeking to delay. He's got his teammates back, Ayang. Forcing out the wingman. Horn drops down, rebounds, half on it. Really needs to swing wide. Magnum needs to shut it down, not even necessary. A lot of aggression out towards A-Rubble now. Well, okay. Deep Horn just tagging up there onto Lysor. Couldn't stand his ground there, and even life traded. Taking out Paranoia to set that one up, jumping up into their face. Shots going wide. It's the weaker weapon, so it should just be an easy job finishing them up.
One enemy remaining.
Strenuous. There's a rifle gained here for Berlin.
He doesn't have the spike.
No, he was hoping to just TP himself out of there and doesn't win the fight out. So, Haunt really actually catching on to a few of these players. They're lucky to be alive, backing away. Meanwhile, out through B, that's a trade from Ayang, and even more so.
Oh, that's wild.
He's ripped away Narate's head.
And he's just swinging through an Anaswarm there as well. He's opened the round up so wide for FPX. Looking to try to get another, and he does. Ayang's been such a beast in this series so far.
Hit drop down. Berlin's watching for it. He can hear it, the rumbling of the footsteps. That is 7-2-4. Maybe he could do something about it. Nightfall here, forward sound cues. Missing, taken away. Plant still online for it. No, he's just spotted. Everybody watching towards the wall, but that is a nasty shot by Tomazy. And through main. Able to block that angle up. Actually, might just be through to Smoke here. Oh, sound cues. Life is really just going to rely on his aim. Smoke finally blooms and blossoms to cut off these available players, but guess what? That flank of Lysor is coming in right from the side. Tomazy sticking, half already, has to get off of it, has to get the kills, but not expecting it. The full wrap around and an 8-4 finish for this opening half.
If they're going to end B here, that means that they're only going to have one smoke. They're going to fight Heaven aggressive with the Viper Wall.
Or again, trying to disrupt this one. FPX cracked open the wall out towards C, trying to double face this one, but they've gotten deep into Heaven. Carmen Core. There's the second protocol, just leaping, boundless man. Jumping straight into the face of Ayang, and he can't withstand that kind of pressure. Into Link now, Paranoia. Sent flying, corners cleared, making sure they're there with the diligence. Nade rebounding, but Magnum holding down the ground, forwards. It's the approach, but again, there's just nothing to deal with this guy. He's just rattling off shots. Left, right, and center, straight from main. Finally smoked off. Berlin diffusing. Half, sticking, hello, gets off of it, but now damage is done. Snakebite tap, they've got to realize this now, surely, with the time cues, but they all collapse in time. Meeting them pound for pound, yes, they don't have the weapons, but they do have the util, and look at that, Dizzy connection. Which way is the fight going to go? Paranoia blinded up, FPX! Could have gone in any direction, but eventually, it's the Bulldogs that carried them through it.
As soon as the KC players could see, they shot back.
Last player standing.
And Life tries to make the play there, shut down. But I think this would just be a little too much. It's gonna need a freebie.
Carmen Core haven't really been offering too many of them. There's an option though. Magnum's just jiggling the corner out towards Link. Berlin making sure to clear everything before he starts the approach now. One smoke, two smokes. Freshly rejuvenated.
He's found a timing past Magnum, but he's set up a crossfire. This triple setup is so strong.
You just don't win it. There's too much to account for. Too much to account for. So, Berlin. He's going to get pushed out into the open. He's going to get pushed out into the open!
I mean, the Berlin moments.
Oh my! Berlin, what are you doing?
They are wild.
Oh no, I can feel it, the danger zone. And it's there. FPX now forced to try and do a lot more. Ayang out wide into the open. Lysor, he's found his straggler up onto the opposite side of the map, but really the damage is done. Life has to make a go of it. Wall fades, no one accounting for it. Spike drop down, he's brought this into a 2 versus 2. Definite chances here for him.
Serious opportunity for FPX to be able to recover this. Oh, that's a ton of damage onto Life, though. The Odin spam perfect, but he might have distracted for Lysor to find a timing.
Doubled up into backside. Shinny's just on top of the ropes, man.
That's a bonkers play to go for.
This post plant now gets so much more difficult. Lysor, how do you cut up these angles? How do you find the right fights? How do you isolate them? He's not even clearing Shin. Tucked up there, and there was a player ready to swing, and they over-rotate immediately, so they have the stack. They're trying to force Carmen Core right into them. They're going to get their wish granted. Martin can't see anything yet with the Phantom in his hands, making sure work at him. Wide face, driving by. One player left standing, it's Autumn. Feels his position. Earns a kill because of it.
Spike planted.
Really should not be any more danger in this.
With the stack dodged, KC should be able to rely on their discipline to get them through this one. No problem. The time's an issue. Autumn's been stuffed into a corner. Has no idea that these two players are so close.
He's getting bullied. Lunch money taken here. The high-low setup. Very little chance and opportunity. And so 8-8.
And not only 8-8, Brent, Karmine Corp now actually...
Even Shin's ult just being offloaded here, so...
Yeah. Looking to try and put pressure on anybody who might be anchoring into the site. They would have been deafened. Shin might have been able to get huge value out of an ultimate there. But they're not overstepping themselves and overreaching. FPX are now going to be in a retake with life, opping, no ults to work with.
And this lockdown. Precise time to be used here. Ults, util, paranoia, but it really doesn't do enough damage to clear this one out. So FPX forced to run away, tail between their legs.
Yeah, the mosh, the nade, none of it finding value.
Time now becoming an issue. Here comes the approach. Satchel's in, Dizzy's there, but Wingman follows it up, stunned up. Well, cosmetic in nature. FPX still. All here now. Shin, last one left. Having a defuse. Oh! They're watching for it. They knew he was there. What a time to do it for FPX. Same opening for Karmine Corp. Out towards C now. Lysor. That is... The Snakebot going to be using... Wow, okay, just spamming straight through. That's one way to clear the pit. If he didn't get it, at least Martin with a showstopper might have.
And I say broken the ult cycle, but Martin being able to enter the showstopper, and Tamashi being able to get the pit online as well. They're fighting tooth and nail for this. Making sure that they don't get pushed into an uncomfortable spot.
Real uncomfortable though is the retake. How do you choose to take this one? The pit blocking off all the avenues out towards Waterfall. Thrash might be the answer here for Ayang. Berlin can't work his way through that one way. A lot of util being used to try and push them back, but look at how difficult this is. I mean, you're just clearing one section of the ult. Detained. Did catch, I believe, the one clearing through. Need the guns, at least with the fight. It's Magnum. Just dominating that one angle. Looks to really just step towards them now when he spots the final few players, and Berlin's out of there. They're scrimming, man. Practicing the C execs.
Very much so.
Autumn does have his ult. Needs to stay alive, though. If he wants to use it in this, any chance of it. A tap from the rate with the spike. They are trying to force out at least some util, maybe the ult out of them. Now sticking and committing into it. Ground setup. Backing them away with the rifles here. Karmine Corp. It is quite passive position, just giving up basically the back section of the site.
Does Autumn choose to ult? Down 4v5.
Would be a crazy one. That's essentially a solo swing there from Lysor. Not really set up for it. Life onto the flank. Lambot notifying the team of his position. There's not too many more pieces left for FPX to do anything about it.
And these last two rounds have been just what the doctor ordered for KC.
Safety, at least for some of the players. Nanaswarm got to respect that one. Berlin dropping down. Nightfall now being used to clear. In the midst of all of this chaos, Berlin, man, he was setting up another one-way smoke. Still with the rifle traded. Shin rips that one away from him. The door up, but
high-low.
Set everybody out towards C, and the players, they're running away, but they hear it jumping around. Autumn, he's popped off the old high-low setup. Not expecting it. The rate's already there. Dizzy avoided, but no, just catching onto him. 15 seconds left. Has to deal with this player. He's got the spike in his hands. No teammates. Nowhere near at all. He's got to try and force his fight out. The Ray wins it.
There's
8
no
seconds. He's got to get this plant down. And it's being covered. Surely no spam. He does. An extension into the round.
Monstrous from the Ray. He's 22-11 in the map so far and trying to win this round almost on his own, waiting for the cavalry to arrive.
Horn spotting it, avoiding it. The bullets hailing down onto it, but his head just peeking out and over. No, can't be stopped, man.
And now Magnum's got the read on it. All right, so they were aggressive on C. Let's try and push it into A fast.
What is that? Spam through, catch onto Berlin. Didn't stand a chance there. They catch the C push yet. Magnum is watching for it, knowing that.
Another duel, though, where Lysor could have found the timing. And instead, the Karmine Corp player comes out on top, readjusting the aim.
It's fallen to pieces. Ayang makes a good go of it there. Looks away 2 of them, but not enough to withstand the pressure for the players there. Now, deep push from Live. He's the last one left. Hold up, rotations, players. It's a timing game. It's a timing game. Shin's seen the barrel. He's seen the barrel, and he takes care of him. 12 rounds.
Face your fear!
9-4, suspended once more. Prowler connecting, Magnum holding, watching. What is that by Autumn?
Those are amazing.
Hell of a time to come alive. His team definitely needed it, and the kills are just being collapsed upon. Shin, he's got his ult, picks up the spike, repositions now, but guess what? Berlin might be 1 step ahead. He's running his way back over towards A, anticipating this kind of reaction. A plant, though, won't be pushed back. So Shin has a chance. But Bunny hops online, wide swing and face there. Paranoia repositions out wide to the side. Shot connects, snaps to it. Shin will not find it. FPX. Boom, but Prowler, you have to respect it. Rendezvous back now, and here comes the C hit. Pressure there. Martin was vulnerable up. There was a nanoswarm at his feet, but now there's a snake bite to try and respond. And a flood defense by FPX is caught. Dizzy missing wide, facing Lysor. He's got his 2 there. The rate is eager to take the challenge straight to them. He's eager to put an end to the entirety of this series, but a spike has been dropped into the middle of nowhere. Subterfuge being thrown into the mix. There's a Haunt to clear the way, but Berlin is back up onto the space, into the angle. An essential kill, but it goes missing. And now Waterfall control is theirs. Autumn is there with a crosshair placement. And White now have to deal with these players. Carmine Core! It's all down to 1v1. And this is it. Again, continuation of the series, or will it be that slam dunk? Thomasy wraps it around, 20 seconds left. Spike still not retrieved. Thomasy! He finishes the job.